Hi my dear students, this is me Muhammad Falah from Marcus Public School, AR Nagar, teacher of social science. We know the social science is your favorite subject, I think. Today we are going to discuss the second chapter of the social science 8th standard textbook. First chapter we already discussed and learned many of the things, the beginning of and the early human life was the chapter. In that chapter we discussed many of the things, the life of early human beings and main occupation, their culture, many of the things we discussed. That was, we studied as a different stage. The stage was on the basis of stone, that's why we called every stage as Paleolithic stage, Paleolithic stone age and Mesolithic age, and next one is Neolithic age. Last we studied Chalcolithic age also. In each age we can see one of the important thing, the changing. If we are taking the Paleolithic age, we can see they used the main tools was very rough stone tools, and the second stage of their life was Mesolithic age. They used more sharpened and sharpest tools, stone tools they used. And after this stage, Neolithic age, many of the change happened, and at last the Chalcolithic age, human beings invented the copper, one of the important invention of the human beings. That caused many of the changes. They used and they made copper tools instead of the stone tools, and they started the permanently settlement life. The main reason of the permanently settlement was the purpose of cultivation. They started, that means they started cultivating, they started cultivation of many crop and agriculture. They reached at last in the river valleys, near the rivers. For the main reason of that, their permanent settlement we can see near the rivers. Mainly we can see near the rivers. The main reason is that the rivers, near the rivers, their availability of plenty water and the availability of the soils, proper soils, suitable soils for the cultivation. This was the main reason for reaching and selecting the place for cultivation and permanently settlement. From this point onwards, we are discussing in the next chapter. The chapter name is River Valley Civilization. We have to discuss 4 main river valleys in the world, more important river valleys in the world. The river valley means that River Valley Civilization is an agricultural nation or civilization, that we can see in our slide. We can see that the River Valley Civilization is an agricultural nation. That means that we can see near the rivers we can see. The main occupation of these people was agriculture. That's why it's called agricultural nation. That is the introduction about the river valleys. And next we are going to our chapter River Valley Civilization. First of all, we will discuss about what are the major civilization in the world, major 4 civilization in the world. First one is Indus Valley Civilization. We can see in our slide. We can see that in our slide. Indus Valley Civilization. And the Indus Valley civilizations we can see near the Indus River, near the Indus River. We can see in our slide in this map, the world map showing that Indus Valley near the Indus River. We can see that this the southern part of the Asia, the northern part of the Indian subcontinent, northern part of the Indian subcontinent, we can see that. And the second important civilization was Egyptian civilization, that is near the Nile River. And the third one is Mesopotamian civilization. It is between the two rivers, Euphrates and Tigris River. And the last civilization was Chinese civilization. Near the Yellow River, we can see the Chinese civilization. We are starting from the second chapter with an event during the British period, 1856. The importance of 1856, you know that that is the British period in India. India ruled by British. In the period 1856, they decided to construct a railway track from Lahore to Multan or Multan to Lahore. They started constructing, but they cannot fix the railway track because of their loose soils. The engineers were confused. What will we do next? Because they could not fix the railway track. Due to that, they confused. At that time, the engineers noticed one of the important thing nearby, the burnt bricks. That was the important thing, and they take and use it for fixing the railway track. It was an event. Here one question is coming. From where they got the burned bricks? That is the question. We will discuss the answer later. Okay. Now we can see in slide a collage, the different pictures, that is about the different civilization. Here we can see in the slide, Sir John Marshall was the director of the Archaeological Survey of India during the period of 1921, the period of British rule in India. He led the excavation in the Indus Valley. What is Archaeological Survey of India? The Archaeological Survey of India leads the research on the archaeology in India. They lead the excavation. Many of the researches held by the Archaeological Survey of India. This institution was established during the period of British. This is a small note about the Archaeological Survey of India. Sir John Marshall was the director of Archaeological Survey of India during the period 1921. This period is the starting time of excavation in Indus Valley civilization. Here we can see the Indus Valley civilization we are going to discuss detailedly. The excavation revealed that a civilization had existed in the valley of the river, near the valley of the river in Indus. The excavation revealed that a civilization had existed in the valleys of the river Indus and its tributaries. What do you mean by tributaries? Is the branch of the Indus River. Branch of the rivers is called tributaries. Indus River and its tributaries means the branch of Indus River. Near the Indus River and the branch or tributary of the Indus River, we can see the archaeologists excavated many of the evidence. They found many of the evidence from the nearby the Indus river and its tributaries. Hence, its civilization is known as also Indus Valley Civilization. Known as Indus Valley Civilization. And also, this period of this civilization is generally placed, the period of this civilization was placed between BC 2700 and 1700 BCE. You can see in slide. And another important points of the Indus Valley Civilization, the first excavation was conducted in the Harappa, led by the Dayaram Sahni. The name of archaeologist who led the excavation in Harappa, Dayaram Sahni, was the under the leadership of the Dayaram Sahni, the excavation started in Harappa. And also one of the important another point, the first excavation held in the Harappa. That's why this civilization also known as Harappan civilization. And next, one of the important another site, Mohenjo-daro. In the Mohenjo-daro, excavation by R.D. Banerjee, one of the another archaeologist who lead excavation in Mohenjo-daro, one of the another site of Indus Valley Civilization. And here we can see in the slide one of the chart, the Director of Archaeological Survey of India, Sir John Marshall. Also we can see the picture of John Marshall. And Indus Valley Civilization, regarding the Indus Valley Civilization, two important person here. Conducted the excavation in Harappa, it was Dayaram Sahni. Dayaram Sahni. The picture is available here, and picture is available here on the slide we can see. And conducted the excavation in Mohenjo-daro, that was R.D. Banerjee. That also we can see here. So today we are going to wind up. We can continue the next part of this chapter in the next class. Okay, thank you.